Hello students, how are you all? I hope you're doing well. Let's watch a new interesting video. Forests are lifeline. General awareness is mandatory for everyone. So pay attention. Learning objectives. We are going to focus on the aspects like forests are good habitats, about Chenchus and Adivasis, that how they depend on forests for various aspects. Problems faced by the people living in the forests. Destruction of forests. Does deforestation affect animals living in a forest? How? Step towards conservation with a small story. People's efforts to revive forests. Keywords: plantation, timber, firewood, soil erosion, deforestation, tribe, social forestry, canopy, concept map, forests are good habitats. Why? First, let us know what a habitat is. A habitat is an ecological or environmental area inhabited by humans. From ancient times, and generally they make homes based on water availability, animals, plants or other organisms. Since forests provide a home and favorable conditions for growth and survival, for everyone, forest acts as a habitat. Forests also provide us with oxygen, shelter, jobs, water, nourishment, and fuel. Over 1.6 billion people depend on forests for food or fuel, and some 70 million people worldwide, including many indigenous communities, call forests home. Let us have a look at the picture of such people. Adivasis, Chenchus. These people never harm the forest in a bad manner and never cut green trees for firewood and domestic purposes. They collect only dry wood. They also hunt only small animals like monitor lizards and rabbits for their food. While collecting tubers that they eat, they leave a part of them in the soil for the plant to grow again. They have very little needs and happily go about their daily lives. Adivasis play a key role in protecting tigers and other wildlife. If they withdraw from core areas, their rich knowledge of wild animals, medicinal plants, and tree species will vanish. But these people are being forced to leave their forest dwellings and start other professions. Problems faced by the people living in forests. The Chenchus. Handling forests with care. Naidu Cheruvu Tanda is a small village near Papinenipalli in the dense Nallamala forest of Prakasam district. This village is surrounded by the highest hill ranges of Andhra Pradesh, and there are thick forests as well with several wild animals. People living in this village belong to the Chenchu tribe. These people are found in other villages and districts of the state. A Chenchu walks through forests for nearly 30 km every day. And has a thorough knowledge of the forest, its flora and fauna within a radius of around 15 km. They collect various food products such as soap nuts, honey, tamarind, bamboo, etc. and sell them in the Santa weekly market. They also purchase materials such as clothes. They also collect medicinal plants from the forest, for which they are well known throughout the state. Destruction of forests. An alarming pace. Usually, people destroy the forest for their economic purposes, like constructing buildings, roads, and industries. For example, earning by selling trees. Nowadays, thermal, nuclear power plants, and mining industries led by multinational companies are a major threat to forests throughout the globe. Often, large parts of forests are also lost due to forest fires. Animals living in the forest affected by deforestation. Deforestation can directly lead to biodiversity loss when animal species that live in the trees no longer have their habitat, cannot relocate, and therefore become extinct. Deforestation can lead certain tree species to permanently disappear, affecting plant species, biodiversity in an environment. Natural forests are being destroyed to use the land for cultivation, building houses, factories, logging, making space for cattle grazing, extraction of oil, mining, construction of dams, or obtaining wood for making furniture and using it as fuel. So wild animals started entering the places where the people live, and sometimes kill even domestic animals and people even in search of food and shelter. A decrease in the number of trees will also lead to natural calamities like floods, global warming, habitat destruction, and water cycle disturbance. As you all know, forests help us in many ways and are highly beneficial. The case of forests is different from the agricultural land. So let us take a step towards conservation. How these people are conserving forests. Konda Mallipudi Vana Samraksha Samiti is located at the foothills of the Anandgiri forest alongside the Srungavarapu Kota. It is in an area inhabited by members of the Koya tribe who are known for getting into forest areas and cutting down trees to grow crops. These people, along with forest officials, have now made great efforts to save forests by planting bamboo and other plants like karaka, rosewood, nallamadi, tamarind, usiri, jaffra, etc. They also took steps to conserve soil moisture by making bunds along the edges of plantation areas, digging trenches, etc. They see to it that no one harms trees in their area. Thus, forests that were degrading started growing once again. We know that every bit of effort towards conservation helps. If we take care of plants growing around us, we may not be adding a forest, but adding to the greenery around us, which is essential for our existence. Have a quick look at the girl who took a step forward to save the tree. There is a school in a village. The school has no boundary wall. The headmaster arranged for the construction of a boundary wall with the help of higher authorities. They were measuring the boundaries. There was a mango tree in the school. The tree was on the boundary line. A person staying next to the school argued that the tree belonged to him. The children studying in the school had been playing, reading, having lunch, etc. for years under the tree. The children came to know that the person sold the tree. It was going to be cut very soon. They tried to convince that person not to cut the tree, but he adamantly denied the children's request. Nilima, who was studying class 7, was worried about it. She thought throughout the night and got an idea. The next morning, she told the idea to her friends. They collected money from their savings. All the children went into the village and collected some more money. They went to that person and gave him all the money they collected. Seeing the concern of the children, the person agreed that the tree would not be out. Save a tree and save other lives too. In our state, efforts have been made by communities along with government officials to grow trees in areas allotted near villages, towns, as social forestry, that is, people's efforts to revive forests, which are well known as Kartik Vanam. Productive functions of forests. Forests prevent soil erosion. Help percolation of water through the ground. Control floods. Protect wildlife. Maintain the balance of atmospheric gases and improve and maintain the quality of the environment. Points to remember. Forests also provide us with oxygen, shelter, jobs, water, nourishment and fuel. People who depend on forests for various purposes without harming them are called Adivasis. The Chenchus, handling forests with care. People destroy the forest for their economic purposes, like constructing buildings, roads, and industries. Deforestation can lead certain tree species to permanently disappear, affect plant species biodiversity in an environment. The Koya tribe cut down some trees to grow crops. A decrease in the number of trees will also lead to natural calamities like floods, global warming, habitat destruction, and water cycle disturbance. Thank you for watching.